Okay, now it seems to be changing. Why? I don't know. All of a sudden, it just seems to be working now. Why? I have no idea. Don't even ask me why, because I can't tell you. And now it's not working. So now you're gonna stop working now. Okay, see, that took a long time. That shouldn't have took that long to switch. And I don't know why. I gotta probably reinstall that software. Anyhow, we got to get to the matter at hand here. And it's just being it's not as responsive as it should be, if you ask me. Nowhere near as responsive as it should be. It could be the bandwidth, but the OBS Blade was a lot more responsive. But OBS Blade is on my phone. So now I'll come up here, I'll get on this. You see, now I got my phone in my pocket, so all these steps account. This morning during the game, Steeler game, see, it's supposed to change. Is that it, the right camera? Yep, okay, that one changed. It's 5, 6, 3, 2. It's not changing as fast as I think it should. 2, 1. So I'm on all 6 cameras. I'm on all 6 cameras. That's camera 4 right there. Camera 5 ain't too bad, I don't think. I don't like the way this responds. I might uninstall and reinstall this software. I don't like the response it's getting. I don't think it's the hardware, because I charged it. So I don't think it's the hardware. But I'm going to go ahead and... So these two are the best cameras. Switch between those two. That camera there, and we're 6. That's 6 right there. 6. Yeah. 5 ain't bad. Camera 5 ain't bad. Don't sleep on camera 5. And it's almost to the point where to get the response I want, I may just want to. I don't want it to be wired. But maybe to get the response I want, I'll wire it. I don't know. To get that instant response, to go to a wired keypad. Because this usually works. I usually don't have a problem with it. And the whole point was to be wireless. So anyway. And I wish I could have this on like and they got them where I can have like an automatic rotation, where they just rotate automatically every so often, where you don't have to hold this. See, I'm hitting this now and it's not changing. Yeah, I got to figure that out. Something's going on. See, it's not changing at all now. See, if I put it up here, I wonder if it makes a difference. Nope, something's going on. Uninstall, reinstall. Anyhow. So that was fun. I think it was. Not sure what you think, but I thought it was fun. I feel good, you can probably tell. It's 9:30, it's 9:45. I been lazy the last couple of days, day and a half actually. Well, maybe you probably can count Friday night. Don't think I left the house. Since Friday. I don't think I went outside yesterday at all. I had a pizza here, and I made brownies. I had pizza and I made brownies, so I didn't have to leave the house. Didn't even have to order nothing. This morning, I $40 for Little Caesar's pizza. But okay, here's the catch: $40. Okay, the pizza was $16.50. Large, deep dish, stuffed crust with black olives, sausage, and mushroom. So my mother told me a while ago that pepperoni overpowers the taste of the pizza. And I noticed I like meat, but I didn't want to be eating pepperoni. I feel like eating a pepperoni sandwich and not a pizza. So I started getting sausage and black olives and mushrooms. Deep dish Little Caesars, $16.50. $8.99 for some wings. Wings are pretty good from Little Caesars because they're baked, they're soft, and they're saucy. $8.99. Wings have just got so expensive. And I've said this many times before. Wings used to be the cheapest part of the bird. Used to get wings for 19 cents a pound. And all of a sudden, white people found out about them. They went commercial. Now they got whole wing. Now they got whole franchises of wings, just two wings. But and that came to $25. And I laid in the bed. It was like 9 o'clock, 9:30, something like that. Steelers were getting ready to come on, if they weren't on already, because I think Little Caesars didn't open up till 10:30, so about 10:15, 10:20, I'm trying to get this done at 9:30. I'm just laying there doing Instacart because I do need eggs. And there was something else I was going to get. I do need eggs. And something else I was going to get. Just junk. Get my eggs, and I was just looking up junk, and I was like, nah. So I went back to Instacart. So they think it was $3.99 service fee, $3.99 delivery fee. It came to like $11 in a tip. It came like $11. I paid $11 to have somebody bring that pizza to my house. And I'm like laying there, Jeffrey, this is worth $11 because you're going to have to pay the tax anyway. So it was like $11 in delivery fees. I'm like, Jeffrey, you ain't going to have to get up. Worst case you're going to have to do is deal with a driver who may or may not be able to find the place or whatever. And sure enough, I got one that barely spoke English. And I'm not sure if I didn't put the apartment down right or nothing, but he left my food at the wrong apartment. I looked down the hallway, saw my stuff sitting in front of somebody else's door. Just went and got it because I got a text saying it's been delivered. Ain't no pizza outside my door. And I called him, and his English was so bad, he said, text him. I was like, okay. So I texted him, and then I said, wait a minute, let me go out here and see. And sure enough, it was at another door. And then I looked on the receipt. I wondered if I had put down, I ordered and stopped ordered so many times. I'm not sure if I put the apartment number down or not. But either way, I got the pizza. He got a $3 tip, and it was like $11. Do I spend $11? Have that pizza delivered? I ain't got to get up. I ain't got to wash. I ain't got to start my car. I ain't got to leave the house. So I'm not sure how it went. Okay, the pizza may have been delivered, but somehow, I don't know if I ate first or during the game. Oh, towards the end of the game. I ate first. And then, because a couple pieces of pizza, okay. I had pizza 2 days in a row now I think about it. A frozen pizza and that pizza. And I still got some in there. I'm gonna have some more tonight. See, I got that. I want to switch cameras. I should put that in my pocket. I should have put that in my pocket. I think I got like 5,000 steps to go. That's 50 minutes. So I should be on here an hour. I should put the TV on. I'll put my music on. I usually put my music on. I got this electronic music I listen to. I like music that's non-engaging. I do like electronic music. And I was also thinking that Mothership Connection, it's electronic. It's not real. I was talking to J.I. Dixon. He was saying, you like that electronic music? I was like, yeah, that's all I like. He said, it don't even sound like real instruments. And I think that's the point. I think I'm attracted to synthetic music. Because when I heard Mothership Connection, it was the sound that got me. And then the one and the drive and the groove. It was a sound. I had never heard anybody make music, using that kind of sound before. Natural instruments are okay, but I'm driven towards the electronic sound synthesis music. There's no doubt about it. But that just timed out. The screen on that just timed out, which will give me a reason to stretch my back a little. Grab this. Hit that one time. See what happened. Got to come over here. Tap that. Got to reopen it. See if that's working. It's switching a little bit. It's not switching the way I want it to, but it's switching a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reinstall that software. We're gonna have to reinstall this software or something, because it's just not happening. You know what I mean? It's nowhere near as responsive as it should be. And I'm not sure why. It's nowhere near responsive as it should be. Yeah. I'm not sure why. See, that took a bunch. And if I hit it and hold it, I guess. If I hit it and hold it, it does it. So maybe I just gotta, that's not a bad workaround. To hit and hold it until it changes is not a bad workaround for right now. As long as I know how to get it to work, I don't mind, doing, I don't mind losing optimal performance, as long as I can get it to work, and as long as I know what I need to do to make it work. Wait a minute, this camera right here ain't too bad. This camera right here ain't too bad. That one in 4, straight on camera. Well, see if I can put that in my pocket like that. So what was I saying? So I got the pizza and I got on the bike. Steelers, Kenny Pickett got hurt. We're not a good football team. I knew we weren't. Our defense is good, but our offense is just so terrible. And it's probably going to come down to Tomlin getting fired and the offensive coordinator getting fired. Because, and I've said it before, I don't know if Pittsburgh's ready to be as sophisticated, to be that kind of sophisticated team. The eggheads are running the NFL right now. This is about brains. They got the physical part down. In the 70s, Pittsburgh dominated because they came in with some big boys. Mean Joe Green was like something they had never seen before. Jim Browns, they weren't used to anybody that big, that fast. So Mean Joe Green came in, and they built this defense around them. That changed the whole franchise. But in that Steeler mentality has grown through the years. You just can't beat up people anymore. You just can't run them over and beat them up because there's too many of them out there now. There's the parity. There's too much parity in the league. You can't run over and beat them up no more. So you gotta be more thought. You just get Najee Harris, big running back, workhorse, in a Derrick Henry type of, power, just run you over. Yeah. Number one, he ain't gonna last. And Tomlin knows that. We run him till the wheels fall off. But he won't last till the end of the season in the playoffs when you need him. End of the season, he'd be so beat up no matter how young he is. And he's just taking hits. Our offensive line isn't that good. But it doesn't have to be if your scheme is good. Your scheme can compensate for your deficiencies. And it's just not sophisticated enough. It's like when I was listening to a podcast, I listened to my podcast, with Steelers analysis and tape breakdown and all that, people's opinions. And it's not that I looked at these people for their opinion. Like I said, so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that. I look for what they said. You'll hear me repeat something that somebody said, but you won't hear me repeat who said it. Who said it doesn't really matter. What they said is what I'm standing by. That's why I don't be saying, ask so-and-so this. How come this is that? Well, you don't think that? What do you ask so-and-so with that? I don't care what so-and-so say, unless so-and-so going to tell me a reason behind it that I can understand. So that's why I listen to my podcast. Because I even question it myself. I'm like, why do I want to listen to these regular people? Why do I want to listen to these people? Because they have access, they do the research, and they have experience doing the research. And like one of the ones I listen to, he actually has a Steeler official pass where he can, go to the training camps and, be in the locker rooms and all that. So he has that insight. I may or may not dig his style. Some of the podcasts, I don't really like their style or their demeanor or the angle at which they go at it. And some I do. So I just have a bunch of them. I listen to different ones after the game. Like I got the Steel Twins, not little, but young cats. Just come out cussing and just tough and just trying to fucking, these damn shits, they're like firing it. They just be like, if they don't like it, they just come at it, uncensored. And I like to watch them to get their energy. If they didn't have one today, they probably went to the game. So when they get home, they'll probably make one. I can imagine what it's going to be, considering the Steelers' performance. But today, the big thing is Kenny Pickett got hurt. Our quarterback got hurt, ribs, they think, or something like that. And that may be a big deal. That may be a big deal. It probably is a big deal. It definitely is a big deal. Ain't no doubt about it. What I'm talking about. Probably about it. What I'm doing now is I set on this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but on this, there's a little meter. There's a couple magnets in there that are attached to the bar that moves, as I pump this like this. Did I get that? Can I get that shot? Let me see. That's going to be 3. That should be camera 3. Give me camera 3. Give me camera 3. See this, when I'm going like this, the bar that's going this way, if you can see that. It is like a little thing in here with magnets in it. It kind of gauges how fast the magnets go by and what frequency and speed and all that. Repetitions. And I like to keep that set at the miles per hour, quote unquote miles per hour. I like to keep the miles per hour above 4. Because I don't like to see the time. I don't want to see the time that I'm doing this. So I don't like seeing the time. And let me see. Is that if I look that way, if I'm talking to you and I look straight ahead, I don't like anyway. What was I saying? So I ate, and then watching the game, and then afterward I got on this and out for I think the second half basically. I was on this and got 5,000 in. I usually get 100 steps per minute, whether I'm walking on this or not. I believe walking is definitely probably more strenuous and probably burn calories more. This is just something, and I admit these 2 days are just to get the numbers. If they help me, that's good. If they actually burn calories or whatever, that's good. But I know just the activity is probably good for me. How strenuous the workout is, I don't know. But I don't know if you can see on this, I put bricks on there. I don't know if you can see them. I put bricks on there to add some weight and some resistance. Because I need to put more. So I do want it to be a little bit, resistant and a little bit more of a workout. And I got one of these things at my daughter's house. The original one is at my mother's. And I got one here. Because when I got that plantar fasciitis, I couldn't walk. So I had to do this. And I do this. I think this actually works on my arms, to be honest with you, to tell you the truth. Well, not to be honest with you, just to, bring this, to emphasize this point. I think this helps my arms. A little bit of strength here, I can feel the bicep and stuff, tricep or whatever. I think this actually helps my arms doing this. And it is activity. I don't work up too much of a sweat. To be honest, it's not that strenuous, but it's something to do. So I did about 5,000 today for the second half. Second half of the game, I was watching the game and on this thing. And full disclosure, I got to quit smoking in Black and Miles. And I've done drugs. There's no doubt about it. I've done drugs and I used to drink. So I know and I understand and I sympathize and I sometimes gravitate towards the idea of not being in a stupor, but the sedation, what drugs can do, how drugs can take you and slow your thinking and bring you down. And I get that part. So, and there's something to it. And the Black and Milds, I had to quit smoking weed. I was doing that for a while, but I'm a kind of person who it's either I can't do anything in moderation, and that's my problem. I can't do anything in moderation. Either I gotta stop doing it, or it's gonna eventually be too much all the time. And that's where I'm at now with the Black and Milds. And I went through this before, where got to this point and quit. And then I quit, and I feel so much better when I'm just like completely sober. After a few months, as my body adjusts and I'm completely sober, it's the best feeling in the world. All the emotions, the stimulation, it's like I have a direct connection to them. And since I already done drugs, I understand what it's like to be high and the euphoria of being high. I can sometimes and usually get there without the drug. I know how to simulate it. I kind of just how to let my mind just go there and just get there. So sometimes when I'm out, I used to say the feeling of listening to P-Funk. Well, yeah, the feeling at a P-Funk concert, when you hit the joint for the first time after months and months and months, that initial euphoria, there's nothing like that. But then there's also nothing like being completely sober and just feeling all of it. Being completely sober and just let it take over your whole body and just feeling all of it, being in the moment, being just super aware and just bringing it all in. And during the run, when I was completely sober, the longest and probably the best, there was nothing to compare. And then I started smoking again, and that had an appeal to it. There's no doubt it had an appeal to it. And it might have just been a change of pace, but to compare how it felt being completely sober and to compare how it was, with the weed high, they're different. It's a different thing. It's hard to say which one is better. I could say which one I prefer. It's hard to say. They're just different because the weed high takes you in different places. It's a different thing. I accomplish and experience things differently. I learn things differently. It puts me, I open myself to different kinds of things when I'm smoking weed. And things that maybe I could say that it brought my vibration down. And so I was open to maybe responding to lower frequency events. Whereas when I was sober, I was just click, 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 just knocking stuff out, getting stuff done. I wrote a book during that time. I was just accomplishing stuff, building stuff, websites, just developing. I was just turned on. And then after a while, you get worn out. I mean, not worn out, but you just see you need a break. And then I went back to smoking weed a little bit. And that got out of hand. And I needed to stop. And then during that time when I stopped, my body's like, what's next? I need something to look forward to when I get off of work. What? What? That's when I ended up going to the Black and Milds to appease myself. And then now that's just got out of hand where I'm doing it too much. But even though too much, I don't do it before work. So if I work at 12 p.m., I won't wake up smoking them. I won't have one in the morning. I won't have one before work. I'll be after work. And that's kind of the whole intent of it, to have that after work. But it's getting to the point now that I get off work and I hit one and I don't like the feeling. I get. It brings me down. And I may or may not be smoking them right. You're not supposed to inhale them. What I do, what the hell, what's the point of smoking them if you inhale them? And that rush, there's something about that rush that I can't wait to get to. I get off work at 8:01, I got one lit. That's just my personality. I know I'm like that. It's either all or nothing. So I gotta stop. So this morning was no different. Woke up this morning, don't have no work to do, nothing to do. Smoke one later in the bed. I mean, even smoke a whole, just a little teeny, just to get that initial inhale and that little rush. And I get it, but it's not as pleasurable. It's like I'm chasing something that's no longer there. And I'm taking the feeling I'm getting now, which isn't nowhere near as pure and good as it used to be, and being satisfied with it when I may or may not should be. So that's that. All right, so the screen timed out. Yeah, that thing's just gonna be timed out. There's no way it's gonna come back on. So hopefully it's still recording. I think I'm not sure what camera I'm on. I should try to switch the cameras, but I won't be able to see, which one it is. And so now today, I smoked them and I just overdid it. And maybe that's what I did when I was drinking. And I wanted to quit. That's how I did it. I just overdid it. I just drank too much. I just drank. Just kept drinking, just try to overdo it until I got stopped. Police, 134 freeway, just west of Pasadena. County jail, LA County jail overnight. My sister and my ex-wife came pick me up. Never had a drink since. Because I wanted to quit. I just needed an event to blame it on. That's what I said. I needed an event to blame it on. And I didn't even tell nobody I quit for like 2 weeks. I discovered to myself, I just did it. And I've been drinking. It was 89, so I started drinking 10 years, 10 years. Because I used to drink and I smoked weed. Everybody used to smoke weed. I would just get my 40 or my quart of Millers. And that genuine draft, this was before genuine draft came out. And this was before 40 ounces came out. Get my quart, it should be like $1 something. The taste of that beer and that rush, that was my thing. And then that got out of hand and went too far. Like I said, the personality is nothing in moderation. I had to quit that. And then was sober for a while, lost weight. Oh my God. Lost weight because I was up to maybe 250, 260, 270, something like that. Lost weight, taking Dexatrim and all that stuff. Used to walk around the Rose Bowl. Used to be able to jog around the Rose Bowl after work. And 3 miles, lost that weight, and the life change. As my fellow coworker at work, my supervisor went through a weight loss and a relationship change and all that. And I don't know. I guess the way I look at it, I didn't realize I was that close to her because her life-changing events had an impact on me. And I'm not used to that. I said, and I realized that you're a lot closer to me than I realized because I was just so tickled to find out there's some things that's going on in her life. I was just excited and just so tickled. I just couldn't hold it in, and I'm not used to being inhibited. So we're at work, and I'm just like, I'm just not acting inappropriately, but not professional because I can't help it. I'm not used to holding it in. I'm so excited for her and all that. So I know what it's like to lose weight. A cousin of mine lost weight. And you can just see it in her. She just walking around like she is the shit. You can just see it in her body manner, her look, her demeanor, and that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way. That's what it's about. I went through it, so I know. You can just see her like, look at her. She's just walking in the room like, I know the feeling. I've done it. And I probably shouldn't say this, but my daughter, the world wouldn't be safe if she was to go through that change and gain all this confidence and attention and the attention that comes with it. I mean, it's just a lot that comes at you. It's life changing. I mean, all of a sudden, clothes, you can buy regular clothes. So your wardrobe goes up, just everything just gets, it's life changing. And the confidence and the swagger and the attention and the power that you have. The power that you, attractive people have a power. You know, I'm not saying good looking, handsome, whatever attractive. There's a certain attractiveness to people who are attractive. They have a power. And when I think my daughter, if she was to have the world wouldn't be saved. The world would be saved. You know, not saying she's not attractive now, and not that she ain't got swagger now, she got everything, but it's probably best she don't have this kind of confidence that comes with that. It's just probably best. We're probably safe. But yeah, it's life changing. I went through that, you know, after I quit drinking, and I was able to buy regular clothes and better health, and I think I was still smoking cigarettes, Newports, in fact. Yeah, because I'm about saying everybody got to have at least one vice. You got to have at least one vice. You know, it don't necessarily have to be heroin. You know, you don't have to be like taking mushrooms or anything. You know, but everybody got to have one thing, I think, that they feel that they can go to, kind of succumb to, give into, and just. But that may or may not be true, because it's most definitely, by far, unequivocally, the best I ever feel is when I'm completely sober. And I settle into that complete soberness, and my body adjusts, and it's no longer craving anything. And just wake up. And I was working in the mornings, so I wake up, crack it on. I'm 40 years old. I just can't wait to get to life. You know. So I've been through that. So I just did 30 minutes. I can get on this thing now. I remember I got on this exercise thing, and mentally and physically, I wasn't able to stay on there for longer than 10 minutes. Mentally or physically, I just wasn't able to stay on there for 10 minutes. Because I would just get tired, or my mentally would just wander or whatever, you know. But now I can get on there. See, I just did 30 minutes. Plus I was talking, you know, but that kind of doesn't matter. That kind of doesn't matter. Because camera 2, that's camera 2 right there. Was camera 3. Oh, look, yeah, because the light's behind me, so I'm not going to look as sharp. Camera 1. Yeah, I just got to hold it longer. That was camera 4. I just got to hold it longer, and then it switches eventually. I'm gonna see if I get that fixed. And I don't like the way it's kind of staggering. The video that I'm seeing on the display is kind of staggering and what's it called, glitchy. And I don't like that either. Let's see how many steps I got. How many I did. Oh, I want to check let me check the audio. Because I'm doing all this talking, it might not be no audio being recorded. Let me see if I can do that. Yeah, it looks like it's being recorded. Yeah, we're getting something. Yeah, we're getting something. So I wish that would stay. I guess I could probably put that somewhere closer. And then I can reach down and not have to get off the glider. But that might give me a reason to get off the glider. Let's see how many steps I got. Let's see how many steps I got to go. I figured 7,500. 8,700. So I got about 13 minutes left. I got about 13 minutes left. 1,300. So, and then, you know, that's how that goes. And then now, it's the black and miles. I gotta quit. And there's things I need to do financially I need to get a financial advisor. I had to start really ramping up about retirement, making sure things are in place. Stock market is doing some stuff. Can't tell you how much amount of money I'm losing. Not really losing because it really wasn't mine. But then it's to the point I might have to pay $20,000 in taxes. Just put it this way. I might owe $20,000 in taxes. This is just that'll give you an idea of the kind of ballpark we're talking about. And I just got to do that. And there's some few things I need to get together and straighten out. And on my website with Jeffery TV and my estate, and maybe it's time. Just put the black lines down. I got one and 1/6 of a block of miles left. And when I woke up this morning, woke up today after my nap, I had overdid it. I had overdid it this morning. Woke up starting them too early, too much, eating, and I slept it off. I slept hard. I woke up, head was kind of hurting a little bit. And when I'm doing more and more and more, I'm realizing not to tense up and fight against it, just to kind of relax. And that's what I did. I just laid in the bed and I felt like a headache was coming on. But instead of concentrating or whatever, not concentrating, but putting pressure on it or tensing up, or I don't know what the word is to describe it. To you just kind of concentrating on it and just try to hold it down or whatever. Just relax. Relax. And when I'm walking, I learned something to do that. I wake up, still kind of sleepy, whatever. So to tense up and gotta get against it. Just relax and then when I relax, I even walk faster. I relax and just let it go. And so I did that this morning. Today after I woke up, slept for 3 hours. I think I slept from 4 to 7. Woke up at 7, it was dark. I had a nap yesterday. I woke up from a nap yesterday. And I was like, how come, what time the Steelers play? How come I missed the Steelers? Did I go to sleep and didn't see the Steelers? How did I miss the Steelers game? Because it was Saturday and now Sunday and I was watching college football. So I was watching football, but, and I like to go into those maybe stupors or whatever, to step away from reality, just to be a step away from reality and to go down that hole. It serves a purpose, I think. And I've done it for probably close to 3 years now. I've been on a 3-year run where I've been kind of letting myself, I'm still handling business now, don't get me wrong. I'm still handling business. I'm still getting it done. I'm still keeping that work performance at work where it should be. Now, let's not think that, it ain't that. Dude, now it's changing really good. See that? Now the cameras are changing really good. But I just want to take it to that next level. I want to take it up to that next level. And just push it over. I'm getting to that age where, time is running out. Let's just face it, time is running out. And I'm experienced, capable. I'm there. I'm just ready to turn it on. And maybe this last few years of, rest or whatever, meditation, you can call it, self-inflection or self-inflection. Self-inflection, is that something? Maybe that is what I needed, or not needed, but went through. That's what I went through. So it's a different kind of experience than being turned on and eyes wide open and, just pretty much not no nonsense, but a lot of life's fat gets cut off when I'm not indulging in anything. It becomes very efficient. Things become very efficient. And, how long I can sustain that, you get to a point where I need to relax. And, I can remember those times where I couldn't cut it off. And not that was a bad thing, but it may have been. See, now I look down and I see the time. I don't want to see the time. I think I just did 5 minutes. I think I got like 8 more to go. I don't want to see the time. I want to see my miles per hour, and I don't want to keep it above 4.5. And by doing that, it's how far I swing my legs and the speed at which I do it. So I'll finish this up. It's going on 10:30. You know, I usually go to bed at 1. Since I just woke up at 7, who knows how that's going to go. I really don't feel like having a black and mild. You know, there's one over there. What I would usually do, get off this thing and go right to it. And then it would just like sedate me. The rush from it just brings my whole chemistry to a different place, and I'm starting not to like that place. Or I'm starting to do it too much to where I'm starting not to like it. So hopefully I'll get through with this. I'll continue some stuff. When I woke up today at 7, I lay in the bed, looked at a few things, started doing like little weird maintenance, like cleaning up my OneDrive. You know, went into my Google Drive and kind of cleaned up some stuff there. Just little stuff like that, laying in the bed to get the brain moving. As I relaxed and let little kind of nasal headache I was tension or whatever I was feeling from, from smoking the black and miles and sleeping, and kind of let that wear off and not tense up against it, not try to fight against it and overpower it, just kind of just relax. Let the muscles relax in my head and just doing stuff like that. I got up, made my bed, to start, getting things ready. Like I was getting ready to go do something. Made my bed, cleaned up some stuff, put things away, sharpened that up. Yeah, so what I do in the bathroom, I brush my teeth, wash my mouth out, clean the sink, wipe the sink off. Sanitize, not so much. Clean the sink off, clean the mirror off, just kind of wipe things down, just little routine chorey stuff just to get into it. And I came out to the kitchen, I started the dishes away. Oh, maybe jump. See, I jumped because I thought I had some cooking. I thought I had grits cooking, but I already had some grits. So what I did was I put some sausages and my linked Italian sausages in the air fryer, so they're done. They stop automatically when I go about cutting those off. So I'll have that. I have my breakfast. I need the eggs. I'll probably order some Instacart or something. I need eggs and something I can really think of right now. I got vegetables in there, so that'll be something. I think I got some meats and vegetables. Yeah, I got vegetables in there I got raw vegetables. I got carrots and celery sticks, that I can eat during the day. It's a second lunch. And I got frozen vegetables in there that I can steam, and then I mix them with I got a can of salt-free, when I was on my salt-free kick, salt-free tomato sauce, tomato paste or whatever. I'll throw some in there. I throw some no salt in there, and to kind of spice that up, maybe some cheese or something. Eat that with a couple of sausages during the day as a second lunch, or either that or the vegetables. And what I've been doing is after work, kind of having a real meal, and I really wasn't doing that before. I got my popcorn maker. I got tons of popcorn in it. Maybe I go back to having my popcorn and maybe a piece of popcorn or something like that instead of having like a hamburger and having like a meal, something like a real something substantial after work. Stay up till 1 o'clock and be on them black and mild. 801, 802, hit that first one. And it's not like I'm smoking a lot. Smoking like a couple hits and it's just, I'm starting not to like that. But there's something about craving that thing and then getting it after work. I think that's more of the thing than actual what it is. Having that to look forward to. Ooh, it's 802. I can't wait. And get it. That reward is probably that pleasure and reward. And the reward is nowhere near worthy or credible. But still, go after it. And that's probably where I need to stop. Maybe this is why my confession. Now, this ain't a confession. It's more of what is it? You talk things out. You go to therapy and you talk it out. Get it out. See, now I'm gonna look and see what time, 40, 30. I got about 5 more minutes. And see, I don't really have to do all the steps right now because it is around 10:30. So I might, and like right now I just had that feeling that, ooh, that's getting that back in my eye, walking outside. And I like them half smoked too. I love having half smoke when it's already started and you get that fire and that deep, hard, heavy smoke. But I like the way I'm feeling now. I really like the way I'm feeling now. I like my empire, my quote unquote empire, my resources, the things I have around me, the tools, the things I want to do. I like my plan. I just gotta maybe, after a few years of indulgence, just, go ahead and, that's why I had my accident when I fell and busted my teeth. That's what, really made me stop and check myself because it was just getting out of hand. I've been keeping my weight down. Everything's been good. Everything's been good. It's like a functioning alcoholic. But I'm not an alcoholic, I'm like a functioning, and it's not like I'm doing anything, detrimental. Like I said, it's not like I'm doing smack or, anything, opioids or whatever. It's not like I'm doing anything that could kill me. It's just that it keeps me from operating at 100%. Maybe. So that's that. Thank you for being here with me during my steps here. How many steps did we get together? Let's do a half hour. Let's do a half hour with the remote, the wireless cam, and all my cameras set up. I can't see what camera's on right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and that should be 4. Switch to 5. It should be 5. I should be pointing at 5 now. I can't see what I'm changing. Let's switch to 6. 6 should be that one. Switch to 3. If it's switch, should be that one. 2. Where's 2 at? Oh, 2 is that one. Yeah, I forgot I had 2 back there. Camera 1 should be the one up top. I'm gonna go back to 4. Front shot, I think. If it's working, there's some way I can tell because the tablet timed out. Maybe if I plug it in and stay open, I can probably program it do, no timeout. No timeout. No screen timeout. 43 minutes and 54 seconds. That should do it. 1,300. That should do it. Let's see. How close to 10,000 I am. 10,237. And since I'm not really, I'll just do a little extra, but it's not really about this is just about getting the number. Let's just be honest. This is just about getting the number. It's not about the health, the exercise. It's not about any of that. This is purely about getting the number and keeping the streak alive. And I did that. And I do feel kind of, you hear me breathing a little hard, and maybe I did get a little workout. Maybe something did, kind of go right on this. I don't know. Maybe. You never know. You don't know. You don't know. See, why am I talking like that? It looks like it's back on 4. So it might have changed. Yeah, I've been talking for 48 minutes on this thing. And I don't like the response I'm getting. There's something, I don't like and I rebooted the router and modem. So I rebooted the router and modem. So that, should be something. I come back here. I stand here, take this camera, put it back. And on OBS, there's a preview. There's a preview thing that I can set up to where I can see what the cameras look like before I display them. But that's no fun. See, that didn't work. See, I had to hold it for too long. I gotta figure out what that is about. I gotta reinstall the software or something. So I got that camera going back. Now let me go back to this camera. Get this camera, put this one back. This one goes right here like that. That's camera 6. And it switched kind of nicely. See, that's not bad. That one, see how I can just set that down now and it just kind of gets the shot that I want. That's pretty, that's pretty in the house. That's pretty much in the house right there. What other cameras? Okay, I gotta get camera 2 now. Reach over here and get, what I do with camera 2? Put it over here. Get camera 2. I guess I could put camera 2 up here. I think I tried this. I didn't like it. If I put camera 2 up here, what does that look like? I think I tried this and I didn't like it. I think I did. I think I like the down shot better. I think I like the down shot better. And I can't, this one doesn't turn. So it's kind of hard to, it only stays straight. I mean, there's things I can do, but I think I like it better when I was shooting from like down there. Don't ask me why. I think that shot, I like that angle a lot better, a little better. If I can come this way a little like that. I just felt the urge to have a black and mild. I'm gonna fight it. Gotta go get that camera. That's camera 5. See, this is camera 5 right here. And that's 6. 6 we got in place. 3 we got in place. 2 we got in place. 1, gotta adjust it a little bit. Bring it down. Bring it down a little. See, I didn't even look. I just brought it down, so I could bring it up some, but that's okay. Now I'm only got one camera to get. That's camera 4. I'll walk over here and get camera 4. I should have changed to 1. I should have switched back to 5, had me walking back over here. This will switch to 2. Have me sit down. And then this will switch to 6. So you can watch me put camera 5 back. That's where camera 5 goes. Hurt. This is where camera 5 goes. And no, this is camera 4. And that's what camera 4 looks like. Not bad, huh? See, look at that. See, I just threw that up there. Didn't even really like kind of, didn't look at the screen. I can move it. It's getting to the point, I know where to almost, I can tell by the angles and stuff that, where I almost want them. And I can tell by the angles and stuff where I want them. And then what I'll do is, now watch, I'm gonna let you guys watch this. In fact, I'm gonna switch off of this. I'm gonna end this and go back to the, I'm gonna end this and go back to going back to the, I'm gonna stop using the tablet as the monitor and open it up how I usually do it on the main computer. Go back to the option because what I need to do is put my screen blockers back on. I want you to see how that works. And I want to see how it works. See now that once I get those there, I come over here and I'll move the camera. I also could move I could probably actually move ooh, that's close. That's really close. Ooh, that's it. That's close. Oh, almost. I had it. See? It's really sensitive. And it's almost to the point where It's really sensitive. I should hit pause and do this. I will.